What's up, everybody? Redefined TV, and today we want to talk about fake love is easier. And I think one of the reasons many of us struggle in certain relational contexts is because we have to get this reality. Stop trying to invite God in a relationship that He told you not to get in. Fake love is easier. It doesn't require sacrifice. It doesn't require for you to die to yourself. It doesn't require for you to consider love as patient, love as kind, love as tender, love as long suffering. Fake love is a lot easier. You know why? Because it's all feeling based. And if we can give you any wisdom, please get this. Feelings are wonderful servants, but terrible masters. And if you're truly going to live a life of love, if you're going to have a relationship that's filled with kingdom, God-endorsed love, it can't be about how you feel. A lot of people say for better or for worse, but what we've discovered is what they really mean is for better or for better.
Yeah.
And everybody's so disenchanted with fake. I don't do fake. I don't do fake.
Right. I'm not going to be fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Could it be because fake love is really lust playing dress up?
All right, so what is fake love? It's superficial. I'll love you as long as I'm not inconvenienced. You meet my conditions as long as I get my way. That's what fake love is.
You'll say, I'll love you unconditionally until they don't meet your conditions.
Right.
Fake love is all about self.
Right. So for us to identify what fake love is, we need to identify what real love is.
Talk.
So what is real love? What does the Bible say about what love is? Love is patient. Love is kind.
Yeah.
Love is long suffering. It keeps no record of wrong. Always forgives. Always hopes. Okay? Like perfect love casts out all fear. Like that's what real love is.
Yeah.
Love is God. God is love. So if you don't have that God kind of love, that sacrificial love, that like above all else bears all things kind of love, then it's fake.
Yeah, and I think what we have to learn too is a lot of people have not understood what real love is because they don't know who God is.
Right.
And if you don't know who God is, you're not really going to be able to love.
Nah.
Now I know some people may disagree, but no, I love
a lot of people gonna disagree.
God has a standard of what love is.
Right.
He says, I am love.
Right.
And this is what love is because it's like me.
Right.
If you don't know Christ, you're not going to be able to love her like Christ loved the church. And this is so paramount because this means there's a level and a caliber of love that everybody was cosmically created to receive.
Right.
But if they don't know the King, they're not going to be able to treat you in a kingdom-like way. Right? So I'm going to just break down one. Like love is patient. This is a huge one. Love is patient. So really I can mess people up and say the heart that is impatient is a heart that can't love. Because it says love is patient.
Right.
So what is patience? Patience is the ability to be able to survive while somebody is currently in the season of not yet. We need to rewind and say that again. Patience is the ability to be able to survive while somebody is currently in the season of not yet. That's what patience is. Not yet.
Not yet.
Have they started picking their shoes up? Not yet.
Not yet.
Have they got over that addiction? Not yet. Have they started coming on time? Not yet. Have they got over what happened when they were a child? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. How do you treat them in the face of their not yets?
Right.
And before you cut them off, because we have so many sermons that tell people to cut us off, but we need more sermons that will teach us how to love people through. Before you cut them off, could you consider that maybe this is somebody I need to show grace to? Because when I consider the many not yets I have, and how God has been so gracious to you and so gracious to me in the season of me having not yets, maybe I should extend grace to other people while they have their season of not yet.
Right.
Because if God was patient with us
come on,
in our season of rebellion,
listen,
surely we can be patient with others while they're in the season of becoming.
And we're not talking about like somebody taking advantage of you or abuse or like you just dealing with a whole bunch of a mess or crap and no, you don't see anybody ever trying. We're not talking about that kind of toxic relationship or toxic friendship, just a toxic relationship period that you need to, in order for the sanity of your life or the health of your life, you need to disconnect from that person. We're not talking about that. We're talking about like that long suffering type of stuff, like you're getting frustrated or you are dealing with like real life stuff and you thought that, you know what, I love this person, but because they're not doing what it is that I think that they should have done, I'm done with this person. Instead of understanding like real love is being able to be patient with that person and go through the distance with that person. Like when you talk about marriage and being patient, like you have to throw all the superficial stuff out the window. Okay, love is patient. Okay, and if I know that God has called me to be with this man, I have to be patient with him when he's not at the place that I think that he should be. And he has to do the same for me. And I have to keep loving year after year, year after year, year after year. That's what real love is. And people don't want to talk about that. They talk about the butterflies and the sex and, all of the, the wedding. Like that's what people see as what love is. That's not love. That's the fake stuff.
That fades. All of those things. All of those things fade. Love is when it challenges your ability to be selfless. That's truly when it's love, and it always isn't pretty.
Always.
And sometimes people, well, I just don't believe love shouldn't hurt. We're not talking about abuse.
No.
But how do you explain the cross? Jesus put himself in a situation where he had to die innocent.
Right.
Right?
Innocent.
Take on a criminal's death.
Come on now.
Because God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And so we just want to challenge the fake love aspect. You think you love them because they sex you well. You think you love them because they talk to you so well. You think you love them because
they buy you stuff.
They buy
do
you
things
stuff
for you.
Or they're always there for you.
Right.
We need to be able to identify who in my life loves me so much where they cover, because love covers, right? We can keep going here. The whole love covers.
That's so good.
Like love is a blanket. It covers. And I think one of the biggest struggles we have is we don't know how to love people past imperfections.
That is so good.
Right?
Man.
And so what we'll do is when we see somebody's imperfection, we'll use that as ammunition.
Right.
So
try to highlight it.
Yeah. We'll clap back on them with that. We'll shots fired on them with that.
Right.
But real love keeps no record.
Man.
That's so real good. Love.
Yes.
But fake love is easier.
I mean, seriously. And I mean, just that cover thing, like real love is like, that that's a weakness of theirs, right? And it's like, it could be obvious. They could be denying it, right? Or they could just be dealing with it for a long time. This is their weakness. Love is not like continuously getting frustrated about it, right? Even though you want to, even though you feel like you're justified, right? Like they need to get this together, or why haven't they gotten this yet? Or like it's been this amount of years or this amount of time, and you know what? You should be further along by now. But love is like, man, I know that they have not reached this mark yet, but because I see all the other qualities and I know the person deep down inside, I'm gonna love them past that, right? And I'm gonna cover that and pray continuously that God matures them in that area and love them in spite of.
And sometimes not just love them past that, but while you love them, it causes that to come out. Right. Because we just firmly believe what the world needs is more love and less lectures. Right. And sometimes all of us have an upgraded version of you inside of you. So in other words, there's a you that you haven't met yet. And sometimes the only way that you is going to come out, it has to be loved out. It can't be rebuked out and you shouldn't have did this. It has to be loved out. Loved out. That's really, really the pulse and the cadence of heaven for anybody who's really trying to represent God. Because he said, by this all men will know that you are my disciples, by the way you love one another. Not by the way you preach, not by the way you sing, not by the way you give. It said by the way you love. So he's like, all men will know that you're my children by the way you're kind, by the way you're patient, by the way you're gentle, by the way you're long suffering, by the way you cover.
Listen,
we're gonna come back and do probably love series, because that cover thing is big for me personally. Because a lot of times, we live in a culture where when we know somebody's weakness, it goes on Shade Room.
We want to expose it.
It goes on Instagram. It goes on Facebook.
Because it makes us feel better about ourselves.
We're so quick to expose it. But we all have a chapter in our story that we don't want read out loud. And love covers it. But the problem is, fake love is easier. This is Redefined TV,
where we're redefining relationships
righteously.